Students, welcome to What's classes. Right now we are in the online mode. So before I start, let me introduce myself. I am Arvind Sharma. I have recently retired from BSNL as a class 1 officer, and by profession I was an engineer. Rather, I should say I am still an engineer with a passion to teach. I have an experience of over 35 years, so I'll be sharing my experience with you. The phase in which you are, I had been in that phase. I have lived that phase and I am still living that phase. So I should say that I am one of you. Now, our country is facing an unprecedented situation, rather the whole world is facing, and the reason you all know. So in the present setup, what we have is total lockdown. Everything shut. Schools shut. Markets shut. Playgrounds shut. Movies shut. Golgappas and fast food shut. So practically everything is shut. But there is one thing that is open, and that is our mind. So this is the thing that is wide open, and we are going to make use of this wide open window to enhance our skills, our knowledge, our education. Now, you all know the reason of these shutdowns. This is Corona. Now, I'll tell you another way to look at it. This is Corona. Now here comes the opportunity. We all shall make a dedicated effort to change this Corona to Karo. Yes, we can do it. Yes, we will do it. So, how do we do this Corona? Very simple. Schools are shut. We have an urge to get the lessons. Here I'll deliver you the lessons. Here I'll give you to learn to study from the comfort of your homes. So let me brief you how we shall proceed. How we shall make this Corona to Corona. Yes, we'll do it. I'll be taking your mathematics classes online under the banner of what's classes. The methodology that I'll be using, I'll be giving you online lecture primarily. These lectures will be two parts: coaching, nearly 30 minutes, doubt clearance, nearly 15 minutes. Now you must be wondering, how will I clear your doubts? See, every time after a coaching of 30 minutes, I am hopeful that lot of the topic will be clear to you, but still there may be some gray areas where you require some additional information. There may be some doubts in your mind. For that doubt clearance, you can always contact me on email ID what's classes 2020@gmail.com. Once I get your doubts, I shall make it my endeavor to revert back to you as soon as practically possible. The details of this I'll be discussing separately. So let me come back to what I was discussing. So I'll be teaching you for an average of 45 minutes to 1 hour. Then there will be a weekly test objective test. Now objective test, sir, oh objective to tick karna, we'll do it. No, here's a catch. Though this will be an objective test, it will be an objective test only to the extent that you will be giving me the final answers. To arrive at those final answers, you will have to do all those things which you had been doing for subjective test. Now, when you are to do something on a subjective pattern, then why do I call it objective? A simple question. See dear, since it's an online class, I don't have the setup, or rather I don't need the setup in which first you answer in say 6, 7, 8 pages, then you scan them, send me on the mail, I download them, check them and give back to you. So for that purpose I will be taking objective test. Now once I get your answers, I will be loading solution to these tests. We'll be discussing these tests in the class itself, and if need be, I can give you the detailed solutions. For that purpose, very soon I'll be launching a website which I'll be giving you details thereof. So not only these weekly objective tests, I propose to hold the regular tests and get them evaluated in whatsoever manner that's practically feasible. Dear, the aim of you, me, your parents, your school, your teacher is the same. We want to make the best use of the available time. Since it's a situation of lockdown, nobody is sure when your schools are going to reopen. The time that will be wasted in between, I don't want that time to be wasted. So that's why the concept of online lecture. The success of these online lectures depend mainly on you. देखो, as I told you, I am one of you. Whenever we study, I don't say आप सारा दिन पढ़िए, no. But whenever you see these lectures, you are at liberty to see them at your own sweet will. But whenever you sit, please sit from start to end with fullest dedication, as if you are sitting in a class. You have to have a self-discipline. Self-discipline because, see, in the class, the subject teacher can make even the naughtiest child a very sober child. But here I don't have that, means I cannot extend my hands and stretch your ears. You have to pull your ears on your own. So please watch the lectures carefully from start to end. I assure you that once you start watching these lectures very seriously, you will definitely start loving mathematics. Nobody will be scared of mathematics and you all will be scoring very well. Wherever your doubts, I promise you I am there to clear them. I'll stick to the basics, I'll clear your doubts, I'll make you love mathematics. So this was all that I wanted to convey before I actually move on to the subject matter. So now I told you that for doubt clearance, you can email your doubts to me. For those, I need to create a unique student ID of each of you. To create the email ID, unique ID, I need these particulars: your name, your father's name, your school's name and city, your mobile number, your parents' mobile number, your and parents' WhatsApp number, if it is different from these two. If it's the same, you can say it's same. Your and parents' email ID. Now let me make it clear that why do I need all these. Your name, see, as an introduction, because I always prefer to have a very close cordial relation. So that's why I need your name. Your father's name, so that if and when I have to interact with him, I should know his name personally. Your school's name and city, it's again just to have an idea where you are studying. Your mobile number, so that you can always be kept updated about the class or your doubts or whatever. See, it will be my endeavor to clear your doubts as early as possible and as practicable as possible. Maybe on your phone, maybe on through WhatsApp, or maybe through your email. So that's why I need these numbers. Now one thing more, see, to be very honest with all of you, please give me the genuine numbers, contact details, because I'll be monitoring your progress continuously, and if at all at any stage I do feel that I need to convey your progress positive or maybe downward to your parents, I need this and this. So whenever you are raising any doubt, please before that get your student ID created so that I can serve you in a more efficient way. Now, please don't try to bluff. If you are at all going to bluff, the loss will be yours. So give me these four exactly true, which are contactable. To make sure that these are contactable, I'll first call you and your parents before actually creating student ID. See, I am making some effort. If you are watching these classes, you are also devoting time. I need to have the maximum positive outcome of that time. So for that purpose, please be sincere to yourself, be sincere to your parents, be sincere to your teacher, be sincere to your school, and be sincere to me also. It's a humble request. So I hope I made the process clear to you for the creation of student ID, and at the same time to the process to clear your doubts. Very soon I am launching a website which will be another medium to interact with you. And one thing more, whatever I am teaching you, whatever I am just delivering to you, that will also be available on the website, so that you can just recollect as and when you need that. All these lectures which I will be giving to you, they all will be available on the website. So very soon, maybe, see, had it not been a lockdown stage, website would have been functional by now. Just maybe in a couple of days, that will be functional. So that's all I wanted to make clear to you, the method of getting your doubts clear. Once I get your doubts, I will be reverting back to your email, or maybe if there be some urgency, or if there be some specific personal this doubt, I may be just giving you on through your WhatsApp number also. That's all. So now I'll be moving on to the subject matter. Now, here is the complete syllabus of class 10 as per CBSE and as depicted in the NCERT books. Chapter 1, real numbers. Chapter 2, polynomials. Third, pair of linear equations, two variables. Quadratic equations, arithmetic progressions, triangles, coordinate geometry, trigonometry, application of trigonometry, circles, constructions, areas related to circles, surface area and volumes, statistics and probability. Normally, there can be two approaches to cover up the syllabus. Either we proceed in the same sequence, which is normally not followed in the schools. Teachers in general take up these four first, move on to these two then, and then AP, triangles, circles and the other topics. However, I give you the liberty to let me know the particular chapter that your school is doing or proposes to do whenever your schools resume. But till then, since there is no activity in the school, no pressure, so we are at a liberty to proceed as we feel comfortable with. To begin with, what I am proposing, today I will be starting with real numbers, following it with polynomials, and then this and this. Strictly speaking, with examination point of view, these two chapters don't contribute significantly. I don't say do not contribute. They don't contribute significantly vis-a-vis marking pattern is concerned. So, in the first phase, I will be just pushing through these two chapters and devoting much time on these two because these two topics have got much scope vis-a-vis examination. Then again, if you have some issues with the sequence, that can be addressed to your convenience. So I am just starting today with the chapter number 1, real numbers. Chapter 1, real numbers. Now, you are in the class 10, past 9 classes. Did you ever hear a number which is not real? Doesn't it look funny? I am calling a number and insisting real number. Sir, can a number be unreal? We have never heard of it. Okay, let me just make you conversant with the reality of the numbers. 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 3, 9, and so on. Now let's try something different. Minus 1 into minus 1, 1, minus 2 into minus 2, 4, minus 3 into minus 3, 9, so here comes a paradox. You are conversant with the square roots. What shall be the square root of 1? Going by this and this, it's 1. That is the same as this. Means 1 square was 1, minus 1 square was also 1. That means this one is the square root of this as well as this. Isn't it? Now going by a funny logic. That means this is equal to this. That means squaring both sides. What I get? One is equal to minus 1. What a great discovery. 1 is equal to minus 1. ना काहू से दोस्ती ना काहू से बैर. But is that possible? We are in a situation which our mind is not accepting. It's not real. So, there exists a system which is real and other system which is not real. This is a situation which is not real. Similarly, I can prove now all these situations are not real. Had it been so, सर जिसके 10 नंबर आए हैं वो भी फन्ने खा और जिसके -10 नंबर आए हैं वो सुपर फन्ने खा. ना हम पढ़े थे ना हमने मेहनत की थी, -10 नंबर लाए थे, हम 10 नंबर के बराबर वाले के लिए हो गए. नो, लाइफ डज नॉट गो लाइक दिस. लाइफ, साइंस, mathematics, logics, they have got their own ways to move. So there are two sets, one is real and another set which is not real. We'll be studying both of these. Right now we'll be studying this, but once you move up to the next class, that is 11th, you will be studying this also. Unreal numbers, they have got their own significance in mathematics and calculations and all that. So there are the situations where the number system is real and the number system may not be real. Right now, I am concentrating on real numbers. Before I take up this system of real numbers, let me introduce you to two terms, lemma and algorithm. Now, what are these two terms? Basically, these two terms suggest two different ways of analyzing. Lemma is a proven fact which we use to prove another fact. For example, the true fact rises in the east. This is a proven fact, sun rises in the east. By making use of this, if we happen to prove another fact, that is called lemma. For example, in a simpler words, north, south, east, west. Sun rises in the east. And sets in the west. These two are the proven facts. Now, to make use of these two facts, if I say Mumbai lies in the west of our country, this is a fact which we are using because of the two fundamental things, that the direction in which sun has risen is east, the direction in which it has set is west. So I have made a point that Mumbai lies in the west of our country because I have observed two universal things, that it has risen in the east and set in the west. So setting side is the western side. If I call this as a universal truth, the opposite to that will be west. So our somewhere here is the Bombay, Lanka. So to make the statement that Mumbai lies in the west, I have based my observation on a universal set of the directions which I derived with the proven fact that the direction in which the sun has risen is east. The direction in which the sun has set is west. Right? So that is lemma. Next is algorithm. Algorithm is basically the steps, the process which are involved in proving a fact. Okay? Suppose, again giving a very general example, you come to the school, say by school van, school bus. The steps that you take: go to designated pickup point, second, board the bus, alight from the bus at school. So the process of reaching the school you perform in the steps. Those steps are the sequence of those steps is the algorithm. So if at all I have to broadly define the algorithm of you reaching the school, these are the three broad steps. Depending on the task, you can always make it finer. Means picking the school bag from the home, walking to the designated bus stop, waiting there for the bus. Depending on the accuracy that you require, you can always fine tune the steps. So these are the two things that constitute the main terms llama and algorithm. So now, since due to introduction, component, and to make the basic things how we are going to move, this particular video has gone too lengthy. So right now I am signing off at this moment. Very soon I will be following this with the video number 2 of chapter 1, that is real numbers. This was video number 1. I'll be following this with video number 2. I propose to complete this chapter in 3 videos. Thereafter we will take up the next topic. So stay at home, read the chapter, and try to make your concepts clearer. If you have any doubt, I am here to address. In the meantime, take the steps for getting your student ID created. Thanks. Stay at home, be safe, be healthy, be happy.